alive. Oh my God, we're alive. Yes. Yes. We're back. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Sipping with Souls, episode 20. Ray Allen episode. Who's another athlete that has the number 20? Yeah, who's an athlete that has the number 20? Gary Payton. Gary Payton episode. Like, I don't know. 20 ain't a stacked number. I personally feel like 20 ain't a stacked number. Maybe it is though. Maybe it is. Someone said the thumbnail change. What was it originally? What was it originally? I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Sipping with Souls, hosted by your boy, the Sipper, B Souls. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. What's up with this Gatorade gives you kidney stones thing? I heard Don from Potty Mouth say it last pod. I don't know what he meant. Is this bad for you? It was a goon thumb? What was the thumb? Thick bitch and a hot tub was the thumbnail. Just by default? Like no branding. Like my face wasn't even in the thumbnail. It was just like amaranth. That's kind of crazy. But welcome back. Shout out to the early bird. Shout out to the 57 in the button. I appreciate y'all for rolling through. No branding? Yo. Dre is a freak, bruh. Dre is a freak. Shout out to everyone in the building. Shout out to the audio listeners. We probably don't have a 5-star review, but if you do listen on audio, leave a 5-star review and then pull up to the stream and tell me that you have a 5-star review, and then I'll read it. But shout out to the audio listeners. I appreciate y'all for rolling through. Shout out to the Instagram family. Shout out to the Twitter family. And obviously, shout out to the YouTube family. If this is your first time listening, leave a like on the stream. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Chat in the chat if you haven't already. Leave a super chat if you want to support and things of that nature. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this, man. Let me say this. I'm very excited for the direction we are going to take this stream moving forward. Shout out to Bren. I know Bren's in the chat. We definitely got more clarity on the vision for this show. And let's just say more guests are coming on. You know what I'm saying? We're really going to dive deep with these guests and things of that nature. And I'm very, very excited to bring on who I plan to bring on. You know? With that being said, y'all see the title. Y'all see the thumbnail. Right? We're going to have Big Domo, Big Wamathan in the building for this stream. And we're going to get down to the meat and potatoes. All right? We're going to get down to the meat and potatoes. Domo is not on the playback stream yet. So we'll go ahead and switch over and, you know, actually have the conversation once he's here. But no, that does not mean no more no guest pods. Just to give y'all a little bit of background for my plan is essentially to bring on guests for 45 minutes to an hour. If it's flowing, we'll have them on for a little bit more time. You know, just conversate with these people. I'm going to bring a lot of creators on specifically. Wanna talk to them from the lens of knowing their creative process, how they blew up and things of that nature. Y'all know I love getting into my content creator bag. I love, just learning how other content creators succeed, talk content creatorship with people. So, I'm gonna bring these people on, let them tell their story, give their insights to y'all, and let's just keep it pushing and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Let's get, have a good time with them, share some shenanigan moments, But yeah, I feel like this direction is going to be really good for the brand. And also, I think it's just a necessary space. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it high. I think this is just a necessary space that doesn't exist yet. That doesn't exist. Is there... Because I'm going to just keep it a stack. I'm gonna bring a lot of people from the WRL community and our side of the internet on board. Is there a podcast that's outside of Let's Keep It a Buck? Because Let's Keep It a Buck might be the answer. That's regularly bringing these types of guests on and just conversating with them about content? I don't think so. So we gotta create these spaces. And shout out to Cardiac, because I told this about Cardiac. This is I'm gonna be so blunt with y'all. The inspiration for this, we were in a meeting today, and we were like, bro, why does Colin Samir never bring on black people on their podcast? I know that sounds crazy. But, I feel like for and maybe it's just that they don't consume that type of content, that side of the internet type of shit. But, like, bro, we're talking about the one of the biggest channels about content creation. And it's very, very easy to understand the type of creators they bring on. Not a lot of people from our side. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people from our side of the internet. So I strive to create a place in a space, for the Rages of the world, for the agents of the world, hell, even for the phase dudes of the world to, to come on here. But nevertheless, Dom, can you hear me? I cannot hear you. Hold on. I got stage at 0. Yo.
Yo.
All right, I can hear you. Do you want to go live on playback while we do this, or just do this on the previous stage?
I'm about to go live right now. My phone setting everything up, bro. Kids, man.
You good? I am live right now, so
okay. I figured.
No, I'm just making sure you say anything crazy.
No. My daughter threw her whole potty all over her room. I was so hot, bro.
All right. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
What do you like? She has a toilet in the room.
So we're potty training her. So at first it was okay. We have to sit her on it. She has to use it in front of us. But then she started being more confident with it. So me being the terrific parent I am, I thought it was a great idea. Let's put it in her room so when she has to use it, she can just use it. Yeah, no, horrible idea. She used it, and then for whatever reason, all I hear is, "Daddy, I spilled it. Daddy, I spilled it." I'm like, "What did you spill? Your juice? What did you spill?" I walk up, all I smell is piss. I'm like, "What the fuck happened?" I look down, it's all over her floor. I'm like, "Nigga, no way you threw it and then put it back." I look, her potty's empty. I'm like, "No way you threw piss all over the place and then put the fucking potty back."
Y'all got carpet?
Yes. Nah. We don't got no carpet in there, so it wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't too bad.
I know that mess from this carpet. That's
no. It's bad though because she threw it all. Like she had her clothes all over the place. My daughter's, she's like me. She's messy. She done threw her clothes all over the place. She has toys everywhere, and she threw the piss all over her clothes and toys. So I have so much laundry to do tonight after I'm done streaming. This is great. I got so much laundry, so much toys to fucking clean up.
Well, sit back, relax, and pod for 45 minutes for me, man. All right? Just zone out, avatar mode, content mode, and just chill, man. Listen, I want to bring you on as the first ever guest of Sipping with Souls, man. Yes, sir. Had to bring my guy, right? My guy Domo in the building. Domo, say what's up to the people, man.
Yo, what's good, man? What's good, chat? Great to see y'all again. I've been on SOLZ's channel. I know what a lot of you think of me. I've seen the comments.
Wait, what does that mean? What comments have you seen?
I've seen the comments.
They like you.
No. It was like an 80-20 split, more like a 95-5 split, but that 5% was loud.
What was it? Are you talking about
soft? That nigga soft. How you handle a nigga want your boys to back you up? Damn. I didn't know. Damn. Nah, Souls. You did right. He was handling it. He just being a bitch.
Oh wow.
Damn. Cause I ain't like how the niggas was talking to me. Okay. But nah, man, it's all love. It's all good. I get it. Shit was cool.
Well, it seems like I already know how you doing today. Seems like this toilet mess has been bothering you. But outside of that, how you been today, man?
It's been a chill day, man. Just in the process of waiting for some videos to get done edited, things like that. Content creator shit. You know how we do.
You know
How
how
we
we
be
do.
living. You know how we
Yeah.
do. But just waiting for some videos to get put up. Actually uploading a video right now as we speak. So just chilling for real.
That's dope, man. I'm glad. I'm glad. Because they need to put more respect on the fourth mic, because you're not the fourth mic, okay?
Man, that
I want you to
D-mic,
know that
man.
right now. You're not the fourth mic. I'm the fourth mic.
Stop it. You're not the fourth mic. There is no fourth mic. We too great to have numbered mics, man.
Okay. Well, I wanted to have you on here, man, just to go back memory lane and kind of have like a reintroduction of like our relationship for real, because we go way back. Was it 2016, 2017?
I want to say probably the summer of 16, but I say 2017 just to be politically correct. But yeah, buddy, 8 years.
8 years
is
crazy.
8
bro.
years.
And you don't consider
7
us
years
friends.
going on 8 years. Yeah. Oh my God.
Wow. Anyways, I want you to tell the story from just, your perspective of how we met, because I feel like every time I tell the story, it comes from my perspective.
Oh yeah, this is super easy for me. I lucked my way into this. I was just on YouTube, NBA YouTube back then, watching videos. Came across your video. I've watched probably a couple of your videos at this time, and I remember at this time I was officially done trying to play basketball seriously, like at a high level. I peaked out in terms of height. Wasn't going nowhere to college to play ball. I was like, fuck it. I'm a civilian. I gotta find a new way to express my passion for basketball. So my dad talked me into trying to do YouTube and be the internet Stephen A. I always say that was motivation from the very start. Internet Stephen A. Just get a platform to talk ball and go from there. Let your talking do the work. I hit you in the comments. Actually, not too long ago I went and actually found the fucking video. I found the comment, which is crazy. I gotta go back and look, but I found it. I went under the comments, yo gang, hey man, if you ever fuck with your channel, if you ever want to talk ball or just talk hoops, let me know, I'm your guy. And hey man, how Lil Rodney say when it was with Castanet? Look, I was almost done with this shit. And God showed me I'm one of his strongest soldiers, because I look back the next day, a day later, 2 days later, hey gang, I got a podcast for basketball I'm starting up. You trying to be on it? I'm like, well shit, sure. I don't even know what a podcast is for real. I know Joe Rogan got one. If I can do Joe Rogan shit, say less. And then me with the cheapest fucking cell phone I've ever had, no mic, no equipment, actually, it wasn't even my phone. It was my mom's phone. Yeah, my mom had a fucking Android, because I don't even think I had a phone at this time. My mom had an Android, and she would let me use it.
My bad. We'll get into it.
My mom had an Android that she let me use to do the Google meetups that we used to do. And I'm thinking I'm cooking the whole time after episode 1. Yo, man, you got to do something about that mic. I'll go back and listen. Oh my God, chat, I'm not supposed to be here. I swear to God, I'm not supposed to be here, bruh. That shit was they did hours of content with me, and that shit sounded awful on my end, unrecognizable. I don't know how niggas carry conversations with me. They really did. They just faked the funk. But that was the start. Then I saved up some bread, got me a little iPhone. The rest is history, man.
Yeah, I want y'all to know how crazy this is, because imagine that scenario happening today. It wouldn't happen. I'm telling you right now, because I'm being so serious. It was on some just a random dude in the comment section that I picked to start a podcast with. And for the stars to align, because I'll give you this credit, for the stars to align that the random person I pick off the comment section is this entertaining, is absolutely like a real Potter for real. One of them ones is actually fucking insane. Because you could have been the weirdest motherfucker on the internet, for real. You could have been an absolute weirdo. You could have been all these different things, and for me to look into you, at the very least, just being a cool guy, a chill guy, is very, very rare. But I did also want to, on the mic shit, we faked some of those conversations, Dom. I don't know if I told you that. Like you would say some shit, we hear Russell Westbrook, and we like facts. Like yo,
Russell Westbrook, yeah.
Lonzo Ball, yeah, type shit. But yeah, those are some rough patches. But you know, gotta start somewhere. That would not be acceptable today, though. Like I'm telling you right now, yeah, you would not make it through a Q&A. I'm being so serious. So that was.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't even look like that on the stage. I ain't gonna hold you.
I did just want to ask you because I think you made an interesting comment there earlier that like, okay, the basketball, the hoop dream stopped, and then you know you wanted to get into something else. You're a civilian now, and someone said it in chat too. Like your dad pushed you into YouTube, and I think that's very rare and interesting because typically what happens is the kid wants to do YouTube because it's the cool thing to do, and then the parent finds out, and it's a, hey man, you're wasting your time doing this shit. On some like, you know, how parents were with video games. Why the fuck are you on the game the whole day and all of that? So just speak on like, you know, your dad and like essentially like how like what type of person he is to like push you to doing so, because that's rare in my opinion.
You know what's funny? You brought up how parents are against video games, shit like that. My dad is just a big ass kid. He's not the typical parent. My dad is the reason I game the way I game. Like, I remember when I first visited him when he was fresh out the army, he introduced me to Call of Duty. Hardcore, to be exact. Like, the reason I play hardcore is because of my dad. Like, he was the one that introduced me into gaming with your guys all night, playing Call of Duty, talking shit to people. I'll never forget, I heard, like, listening to my dad talk shit online for the first time. Like, that wasn't a concept to me. Like, I came from me and the buddies meeting up, coming to somebody's house. We got hella controllers. We might bring another TV, so we're playing on the same like two different TVs, like LAN party shit. He was the first one to show me the online shit. So just that, he was just always the opposite way of thinking. In his mind, he seen me like when I first started doing YouTube, like my channel was 12, 13 years old. The first videos I put were Call of Duty videos. Like it's the first thing I did was like make gaming video. I was trying to do gaming shit. So he seen that I was posting on YouTube, and he was already familiar with how YouTube was working. Now, did he know it was going to be what it is today and what a content creator is today? No, even he told me that shit. But he seen it as a positive outlet because he knew I love basketball, and he knew the kind of conversations we had. Me and my dad talk basketball the exact same way, the exact same passion level, the exact same ignorance, the exact same level of trolling on the player we don't like. We do. Y'all think I hate Rudy Gobert? He might hate French people. Like he don't like the name. Like he is very. And my mom, low key, my mom's the same way. She hates LeBron, and she gives it. My parents are genuinely why I am the way I am when it comes to talking like ball this way. So my dad, seeing that, like it really crushed me when I wasn't able to really fulfill the hoop shit. So he just sat me down and genuinely was like, all right, so what's the plan? Because you don't want to go to college. I know you don't. So what's the plan? What do you want to do? And I told him it's got to be something with basketball. Like I know I'm on this earth to do something with the game of basketball. There's no way I went through all the things I went through playing this game, met the people I met, seen the things I've seen, and it ends right here for me with the game of basketball. And he said to me, well, unless you want to be a YMCA hero, you better find something productive to do. And he dead ass sat with me, drilled it in my head. You gotta find something. And he said, all you want to fucking do is play ball, play a game, and post to YouTube. Find a way to do all that shit. I'm like, what you mean? Nigga, post you either playing or talking ball on YouTube. As simple as that. And I'm like, damn, I could do that, huh? And he said, yeah, there.
Type shit.
And he said, yeah, there's if you can go on YouTube and type in fucking basketball. You can type in whatever you want to type in, and guess what? There's people talking about basketball. Go meet some of them people. And you were the first person I met.
That's crazy. First one offered straight into a podcast.
The first person with a channel I actually like that actually was doing it. Because at first I was doing those. Okay, you doing an interview too, huh? I was doing those cheesy ass methods of getting sub for sub. Find these Reddit names.
I was doing it a little too.
It was just a part of the game. It was the game back then. So I'm doing the sub for subs. trying to find communities of people like-minded that want to that shit that they doing on Threads now. Like I was doing that shit way back. Man, you want to get interviewed, huh? You want to talk about your 6 months of existence? Jesus. Yeah, doing that, and you were the first channel that I had watched a couple videos of, and I said, fuck it, why not? Shot in the dark. I've been chatting with these other niggas. He wouldn't just, I mean, he got some subs, but he wouldn't do me like that, right? And he didn't. He did better. Type shit.
That's dope. I do think like it's stories like this where, in hindsight, it kind of bothers me how we talk about basketball now in the basketball space. Because like it really is like a privilege for us to talk basketball. And I think it's one of these spaces where there's so much toxic shit on the internet. Like if the peak toxicity we're having is really just debating LeBron and MJ, like I feel like I can deal with that 24/7 over the actual toxicity on the internet. With how certain basketball spaces have gone lately, it has crossed over to more than just basketball talk, unfortunately. But for the most part, like the baseline level of toxicity, it can get toxic and it can get annoying. But it's also like, all right, bro, at the end of the day, he thinks Rondo is better than Chris Paul. Is it really that big of a deal? I don't ultimately think so. But
can I ask, where do you think it began to get toxic in terms of the NBA space?
I would say 2020 is when I started really noticing it around there, especially after the Kobe shit. Like I just saw so many people being grimy with views and the level of clickbait and stuff people were willing to say. Like it became like a meta thing now. Like when I started, I felt like as if like everyone had individual personalities and different viewpoints. People made their videos and then, we just let it rock. But then once people found out there was money in this shit, people found a way to maximize the amount of money. And, if that meant losing some integrity in terms of the content that you made, people just let it fly. And it started with small shit, clickbaiting on the thumbnail. And then the editing style got a little crazy. People started stretching videos out to 10 minutes just to get mid-rolls. Like it started with small shit like that, and then it just spiraled into something else. But
I agree. From my recollection, I mean, it literally went from just casual NBA talk to just niggas chasing the bag. It just became super bag giddy. And I mean, and I contributed to it. I don't want to sit there and say I'm the pod piper, the originator, but I definitely was one of the early adapters in not giving a fuck how you talked about a basketball player. Like genuinely not caring. I was one of the I was one of the first niggas out there with them that was just letting it fly with the basketball, like talking about certain players. And I curated platforms on it. Like literally people around me would pick up on it and it just rubbed off a little bit on a lot of niggas. It just rubbed off. And then the niggas that wanted to talk like that just didn't. They started to talk like that. Then people found out there's a market and everything to talk like that. Man, crazy.
Yeah. So let's just fast forward a little bit here. We start the Hoop Talk podcast with me, you, who was it? King, KB, Clippers, KB. Y'all know about Warriors, KB. Y'all know about KBK. I don't even know what he's doing now. For real.
Not at all. No clue.
Who else is there? Wordu was there. SDC was there. And Low was like a reoccurring guest. Honestly, there's a lot of similarities with the Hoop Talk podcast and Player's Choice. I'm gonna just say that. But yeah, Low became a reoccurring guest. But for those who don't know, I used to live stream a podcast called the Hoop Talk Podcast. OBS setup. We was in Google Meet. No cameras on chat. No Yo, I'm telling you right now, that podcast in hindsight was such a pioneer when it comes to so many different things. I didn't even know about it. Cause now it's literally just like a playback stream at this point. Like for real. I don't know.
Essentially.
Like a space pseudo stream. Not like remote podcast. Not a lot of people were doing it back then. So that was a real trailblazer piece of content. So I was doing that on the B-Soul channel like once a week. And then at some point, I figured this is actually hurting the video, so I stopped it, man. Lo convinced me. Let me break the
Lo
fourth
talked
wall.
him out of it. Lo talked him out of it. He said it was killing the channel, which in hindsight made perfect sense. It was affecting the channel. But looking back, the numbers that we were pulling doing that, man, before our time. This is crazy.
Yeah, I just didn't know what I was doing for real. And this is the difference between YouTubers now and then. Like, I think the beauty of YouTube back then was like there wasn't a blueprint for shit, so people were genuinely just throwing shit at the wall for the love of the game. And if something stuck, something stuck. Now there's metas, there's courses, people know what the fuck is going on. The fourth wall has been broken too much, so I feel like there's less authenticity in the space. But nevertheless, when was the point for you during all of this where you felt as if like content creation is something that you can truly take seriously? Like, this isn't just a hobby. This isn't just a, something that can get you a check. This is like a career path that you truly want to dive into.
The very first time, honestly, is when we were doing the dish. I don't want to shoot the load and fast forward too much, but that's when I like had a realization like this is something real. But I never really envisioned it, honestly, until we started doing Let's Keep It a Buck.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think at that point when we were doing the dish, we can fast forward a little bit here. The dish I was already doing good for myself, but I didn't really grasp how good the dish was doing. And I didn't really grasp how big SDC was. For real.
Facts.
Because I looked at those, I don't want to misrepresent those numbers, but I swear to God, chat, we was pulling like 12,000 audio listeners per pod. Some shit like that.
Bro, we were doing, I know there was 1 week where, and how many times do we do this? Once a week? Twice a week?
Once a week.
Once a week. There was a month, I still have, like, the memories on Snapchat still pop up. There's months we're doing 80K.
80K on audio, by the way, chat.
80 to 100K on strictly audio doing the dish. I have to find it in my memories, whatever it is, next time I see it. But I remember posting about it like, yo, this is crazy. We're touching so many people. Pause. But yeah, 80 to 100K in a month doing one pod a week, all audio.
That's crazy. Mind you, we are struggling. I don't even want to break the fourth wall. I don't want to keep doing that. But let's just say 80,000 a month is a dream month for us right now. That's actually insane. But speaking on that, let's just talk about SDC here real quick, because every time we bring up SDC, I swear to God, it's like a myth at this point.
It's like talking about Len Bias.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm being so serious, chat. He is like the Len Bias of NBA YouTube. So for those who don't know, like we said earlier, we did the podcast with SDC, the Hoop Talk podcast, and how we met. I actually met him through a fucking portal through my MCN at the time. They had a portal for us where you could look up creators that are similar to you. In hindsight, again, Dom, this similar to you, this was not supposed to work the way it's supposed to work. Like, I just messaged him, he replied. We didn't know, like, there wasn't no prior contact. It was just, yo, you want to do some videos together? I bet. Like, it was a crazy time back then. But I think at the time I met him, he had 4,000 subs, and he was doing really good. I wouldn't even say that. Like, he was just doing good. But then at one point, this dude just exploded. Just exploded. Like, we're talking daily recap videos, pulling what, Dom? 100K, 200K?
Triple digits. Six figures every time. And it was like snap of a finger like that. I want to say it happened right when he started going daily. When he went daily is when he just took the fuck off. Truly
unheard of. Face cam onto, I think that was one of the things that in hindsight was kind of crazy about him, because not a lot of people were doing that. Everyone was doing either video essays or voiceover shit. He was the one that said, yo, this is me. I'm going to talk to a high quality camera too. High quality audio and all those things, doing a daily NBA show, and killed it. So I guess I just want to get your perspective of like the story of SDC and like, you know, your relationship with them and stuff like that, because it has been a long time.
It's been super long. I'm not gonna lie, me and SDC, like, Literally met him through the pod, like met him on HTP, Hoop Talk Pod, my fault. Met him on there. And it was just, he was a Pistons fan. He was honestly, for me, I never grasped like how big like people were at the time or who we were talking to. Like for the longest, I didn't even make content.
Yeah.
Like Low was just, that's just Low. Like he's the fake Laker fan is what I called him. Me and Word do always say he wasn't a real Laker fan at the time. Like I didn't realize who Low was. I didn't realize how big SDC was at the time. Like these was just the homies to talk hoops with. That's back when you spent all night in the Discord talking every bit of basketball. We weren't gaming. We weren't playing shit. We are in there from 11 o'clock when the West Coast games start to 4 a.m. discussing everything under the sun with basketball. And it was just pure. It was enjoyment. Shit was fun. But in terms of SDC, I mean, I didn't really have too much of a relationship with him outside of the content shit. Obviously, whenever he stepped away, you know, I sent my condolences text, let him know if he ever needs anything, I'm there, everything like that. But yeah, it was just nigga showed up to talk ball.
I will say, I think he was the first person kind of to the conversations we've been having lately that kind of introduced me to the concept of like, not all the people you meet on the internet are inherently your friends. And again, shout out to SDC, because I think at that time, I would consider him my friend. But in hindsight, he was the dude that would just show up for work. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't, like, the Discord, we was interacting in there. The funny thing is, whenever you join the Discord, his profile picture would always be in the top right, because similar to now, we have, like, the core 4 as, like, the top role. His shit would always be green. Should always be on. Would never be in the Discord, though. Would never be in the Discord. So he kept to himself a lot. But yeah, in hindsight, he was probably the first one to be like, okay, not, you know, there's big, not only is there business in this, but there's big business to be had. And the way he was moving, I honestly, it took me a while to really get what he was fighting for. But I definitely get it now, because for those who don't know about SDC, he was under the same network I was. And then at some point, the network just essentially blackballed him and wanted to silence him and all these different things. And he was really fighting for it. He was really pushing for it. And knowing where he was back then, I think he really was one of the trailblazers when it comes to this, because like we're having all these conversations about Kenny now, and shout out to Kenny, Low right now, all these new places and faces in sports media. I truly think if SDC kept going, he would be up there. He would be up there.
Fuck up there. He's bigger than all of them, in my opinion. If he kept up the tempo he was going, would have kept being innovative. Because if you go back and look, those videos he was doing back in 16, 17, 18 are holding up today in 25.
Yeah.
So if he keeps that track up, I have no doubt SDC will be, if not one of the biggest NBA YouTuber.
Yeah. Very, very brand friendly too. Had a personality that everyone liked. But yeah, just a special talent that I wish kept going, but you know, his priorities changed, and at the end of the day, you just gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But let's go ahead and move on to Let's Keep It a Buck. I just want you again to tell the origin. So how did you feel about when I reached out to? Because I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll tell you real quick from my perspective. It was COVID, okay? Me, Tim, and Justin were playing Fortnite. I'm being so serious when I say this. We were playing video games. We was trapped in Tim's house because I was living with Tim at the time. It was like, damn, yo, these conversations are mad funny, bruh. What if we did a podcast? I'm telling you right now, like, that was literally the origin story of, like, yo, like, I know y'all not into this content shit, but, like, I could really coach y'all, man. Like, I'm him. You know, I've done this before. We can do this again. So, you know, that was the origin of it. And then I really thought about, y'all know how I get. You know, I get into my thinking tanks. How do I make this pop for real? Like, what's the vision? And I was like, yo, I know some funny guys. I know some very entertaining guys, okay? First two that came to mind, Wordu and That's Domo, okay? I really was on my Nick Fury shit, because after, I think the dish ended, 2018? That's when I went to college, freshman year of college. And that's when I felt as if I was truly disconnected from you, and just the Discord in general. Was when I went to college. I was really locked in on my own shit. And then COVID happened, and I was like, okay, I'm chronically online again. So hit Dom up on Snap. Yo, I had to hit him with the, half selfie. That's my bag right there. The half selfie with just the nose and the, yeah, Domo knows. Domo knows that game. Yeah, I know you got some, you may not have them now. I used to have some streaks, right? But yeah, hit him up. Yo, Dom, how you doing, bro? Got this podcast coming up. Let's bring the band back together. And the rest was history. So how was it from your end? What was you doing at that time?
I was working minimum wage 9 to 5, making $7.25 an hour. Rough. Life was rough. I was getting by, getting in where I fit in. Definitely wasn't doing the content thing. I thought the dream died when we got fucked over out the dish. I was like, yep, that's my content story. I got hold. That's great. That's how it ends. Crazy. Man, I was just working. You hit me. I was like, oh, bet. Then he was like, yo, we getting the band back together. You son of a bitch, I'm in. Like, it was quick. I didn't think nothing of it. You son of a bitch. You got me. I'm in. Sign me up. I can't wait. It was dope. I definitely dug the concept. Listen, we just here to shoot the shit, have fun convos. It's COVID. Not much we really can do. I was like, great. Now what the fuck am I gonna do for equipment? I still had an iPhone. I had an iPhone. What you call it? Adapter and a gaming headset and a dream. And I said, listen, as long as they can understand me, we good. And they could understand me. They can hear me. There was no faking the funk with the convos. It was great. It was fun. That first episode, meeting Justin. Meeting Justin. Reconnecting with Werder, reconnecting with you. It was all fun. It was all strictly just fun. I wasn't thinking of the financial gain from it. I wasn't thinking of, honestly, anything outside of just reconnecting with the guys and shooting the shits about conversations.
Now, I do want to ask you, in hindsight, when you saw these two white dudes on the pod, were you like, man, who the fuck? Because I'm gonna be honest, in hindsight, their interests just did not align with your interests. You know what I'm saying? Like, they love hockey, they love baseball. You know what I'm saying? I remember those debates. You was on some fuck baseball shit back then. And Tim wants to press you about that during DreamCon, by the way.
Hey,
now that
Tim,
you love baseball. So.
Hey, Tim, press away. I was wrong, man. I want to say I publicly apologize to Tim around the time I first started watching baseball. I was like, I owe Tim an apology, like, genuinely.
Yeah, but just, how, like, were you caught off guard, I guess, by their personalities or whatever, or was you just kind of vibing?
Honestly, no, man. You said it was your guys, and I said, cool. You cool with SOLZ, you cool with me. What we gonna talk about? Like, I didn't put too much thought into it. At that time, we were all figuring each other out, so cool. They like hockey and baseball. I'm about to shit on hockey and baseball every time I get. Like, hey, we gonna get the yucks out of here. We gonna get these yucks off. I'm gonna talk shit on hockey and baseball. Make sure they got something to talk about, and it's all fun and it's all fun. It's all love. I had no issues with Tim. Had no issues with Justin at all. To me, I didn't even see him as, oh, who are these two white dudes? Literally, these are two of SOLZ homies. We here to talk.
Type shit. I'm gonna be honest. They pissed me off. Okay, I'm gonna break the fourth wall. Cause again, like, the vision was there, Domo. The IRL conversations were so funny. It gotta work online. That's when I figured out, chat. Your IRL funny homies don't necessarily translate on camera. Okay. The problem with that, because mind you, they are childhood friends. They are literally best friends. Like, if Tim gets married tomorrow, Justin may still be his best man type shit. Like, that's how close they are. So a lot of the jokes that they were getting off, they treated the call like a call, Domo. They did not treat it like we were doing a podcast in front of thousands of people. Justin has his own story and stuff like that. But they treated it like a call, like just one of their fucking calls. So what that means, chat, they was getting the inside jokes off like crazy. Like, oh my God, no one knows who Kathy is. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God, that shit was so annoying.
We would be in the middle of a topic, and it'll be like, yeah, and then for whatever reason, this girl just threw the cake. Just like Kathy, right? Yeah. I'm like, I don't know who Kathy is.
Yeah, I don't know who Kathy is. Like, what the fuck? But knowing them, I'm like, bro, this is not the place and space to get your inside jokes off. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But yeah, I don't know if I ever told you this. I told Tim he was off the pod after I went out for Chipotle. I was like, Tim, we gotta hop on a call, man. And he was like, yeah, I don't really know much about basketball, man. Y'all talk about basketball too much. If y'all talked about baseball, I'd stay on. But yeah. And I'm like, okay, Tim, appreciate your time and effort. And then Justin was just, man, he just kept flowing till he couldn't.
I'm about to say, I don't know what happened. Like, I know what happened, but at the same time, I don't. I really thought, and I swear to God, when he had his coming to Jesus moment, I thought it was a real shift in Justin. Like, honestly, when he had the TBH telling him, I mean, y'all are content creators. We are? Wait, we are content creators. I was like, the flip has been switched. He's here to pod. He was gone. He was gone.
Shortly there was a period in time after that where legitimately he took it seriously.
Absolutely. He was attentive in with topics in meetings. He was like not being authoritarian, but like really letting his voice be heard compared to before about what the direction should be, what we're gonna do. For the first time, it was dope.
Yeah, I think it was just because college took up his time and he had to lock in. But yeah, that was an interesting period. And then we made the decision. Did we even did we just go straight from Justin to Omar and Sage? Was that how that
There
went?
was a time period where, cause Wordu was all right. So what happened was, it was me, you, Justin, Wordu, and then Wordu had to end up leaving for whatever it was Wordu had to leave for.
Oh yeah.
So then it left me, you, and Justin, and for a time we would just have one guest to fill in that void. So we had an episode with Omar. Actually, we had an episode with I forgot his damn name. We had an episode with another YouTuber. We had a couple episodes with other YouTubers, and then it kind of happened immediately. Justin had to step away, and then we had to find two fucking guests. And ironically, those two guests ended up being Omar and Sage. So it was literally
I actually remember it differently. I think we were actually looking for a third co-host at that time because we knew we needed a third. It couldn't just be me and you. So I think we were actually picking between Omar and Sage. That's how I remember it. Should we go with Omar? Should we go with Sage? I think we brought up a couple other names, but those two were the ones that we really wanted to test out.
And I said both.
And then you said both. I was like, yeah, why not? And the rest was his. That's when the 10-day meme came from, and then the 10-day turned into max extensions. So now.
And I want people to know, I had no clue who Omar was. I didn't know Omar. I didn't know Sage. I didn't know where Omar was from. I didn't know he was Lowe's brother. I didn't know he worked for AMP. I didn't know anything. I just, again, did a pod with him. The vibes were vibing. The convos was funny. Everyone could keep up in terms of having a basketball convo, whatever convo it was. Definitely a lot of relatabilities. And I said, fuck it, let's have him on. It was then where it comes out of, oh, well, no, he used to work with AMP. And he is Lowe's brother. And he does do this, do that. And it just happened to play out that way, which was a blessing in disguise. But at no point in time, genuinely, it was just vibes.
Oh, I knew that. Maybe you didn't.
No. I'm saying I didn't. I was introduced to him like on the pod. I'm pretty sure you were familiar with him before, right?
Yeah, a couple. Listen, Domo, this is still young me, okay? In hindsight, I was still pretty impulsive with how we brought on Omar and Sage, okay? Listen, I don't vet my guys too well. Okay, even with you. Met you through a comment section. Next thing you know, we're doing a pod. This is a little bit better because I at least, had them on for a conversation before bringing them as co-hosts. But similar thing, Domo. I in hindsight, probably should have vetted them just a little bit more before saying, yo, all right, come on, permanent co-host ownership. But
split the brand, split the company.
Like, I want you to know, dumb. Yo, creators are dumb, bro. Like, I'm being so serious. That's the problem, and that's honestly a part of the beauty of it too. But that's the problem with content creation. Like, there's no regulation. It's just a bunch of kids honestly doing what they just feel is right at that time. And sometimes it works out, but there's some horror stories. We've just kind of been dealt with a good hand with all of this.
Absolutely. Chad, I just need y'all to understand. We went and told two people that I've never met or had a conversation with, had one convo with, knew nothing about, and we said, hey, take half the bread. Take half the future bread. Like, honestly, money wasn't even a thought at that time. Like, we weren't making anything. No one was going to cut anything.
What's 25% of 400 anyways, right?
Yeah,
like that's how I was thinking. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, who cares? No one was thinking about the money. In hindsight, we should have thought about the money. We should have thought about it a little bit more.
Just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more. Hell, even after that, we almost fucked up again. We need an editor? I don't know, man. 10% is not bad for an editor, is it? 10%? Is 10% bad? Look how much work he's doing though. 10% versus the work. Yeah. And that's why we needed an Omar. And that's why we needed an Omar in the circle to cut that tendency of just cutting down the company out.
Yeah, that is definitely, in my opinion, one of the most important things that Omar ever brought to the table was just a level of business expertise that we just did not have. Like that, period, point blank. Because a lot of this is like, this is our first time doing business. For real. And, you need someone like that with that type of mindset. So, we'll always be grateful for Omar. Just for that alone, let alone everything else he's done. So, yeah. I'm going to defend y'all now. Not too much on my guys. Okay? There's been some drama in the community lately. But, nah, y'all be grilling us a little bit too much, man. God. We're good guys. Okay? Jesus fuck. All right, man. I got a couple more questions. Questions here. Mm-hmm. All right, let's just have some fun, man. Let's just have some fun. Okay. Do you remember that pod game? That game we did on the pod, where it's like I can name X, you can name X amount of things in 30 seconds, and then you can you try to one up it, and we try to see who can do the most. Mm-hmm. All right, let's do that. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. This is the prompt, okay? This is going to sound crazy. And I want it to land on you because I want you to do this exercise, okay? All right.
I'm scared.
I can name 10 losers in 30 seconds.
I can name 50. What? No, let me stop. I can definitely name more than 10 in 30 seconds. That's too much time.
Put a number on it.
15.
Okay, go ahead, man. Hold on. Let me get.
Wait. Let me, because my terminology when I say loser. So
no, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it up to interpretation. It doesn't just have to be basketball. It could be IRL friends. Fuck it. I just want to go. I just want to know ultimately when I tell you to name some losers with some time on it. Who are you gonna name?
All right. That's fine.
All right. Let me get my timer here. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Tracy McGrady, Michael Vick, Terrell Owens, Chris Chambers, Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook.
10 seconds.
I overestimated myself. Fuck. I only got 8. That's crazy. I'm drawing blank.
Right,
Blake Griffin.
I'll give you a redo. Because that was bad. That was bad. All right.
Blake Griffin. Oh
I'll
my
give you a
God, I
redo.
got
I'll give you a
9?
redo. All right.
I
Again,
fucking failed.
does not have to be just basketball names. Use
I'm just
basketball.
thinking loser. I'm thinking
Okay,
loser, and the
okay.
first name to come to mind. That's like I thought loser, and I was like, go.
Okay. Redo. That was a practice run, chat. Practice run. Okay. 30 seconds starts
I
in
got you.
3, 2, 1.
Flacco, Chalk DF, Russell Westbrook, Damian Lillard, Ja Morant, Patrick Ewing, Chris Chambers, Michael Vick, Matt Ryan, Matt Long. Not gonna lie to you. Fuck Matt Long. Who else to lose? Lil Boom, DJ Academics, Adam 22, Sharp, Wordu. That's 15.
Bro just named all of No Jumper. He went back, by the way, chat. He started off with Flacco, went back to Ack, and went through the pipeline of Adam 22. Yo, this dude is nasty, bro.
Yeah, but 15 losers. Come on, man.
This dude is nasty. Okay, next up, we have just a real quick question. Hold on. Let me bring it back.
This thing Christian said Ravion. Come on, man.
Nah, that's
Come on,
crazy.
man. You can't say that man's name. It starts problems.
Okay. You gotta delete one forever. Watching sports, listening to music, watching movies/TV, or making love. Which one you deleting forever?
Get TVs and movies out of here. Easy. No more TV, no more movies.
No more TV, no more movies.
No more TV, no more movies. I got YouTube, man.
That's such a cheat code, bro. Nah, that's cheating, bro.
That's not cheating. How is that cheating? I'm not watching TV and movies no more.
Explain.
I'm watching streams and YouTube videos. That's it.
Okay. Let me change it then. Delete one forever. Watching sports, listening to music, smoking weed, lovemaking. No way. No, Domo. No way you're thinking harder about this.
I am, because when I smoke weed, I like to listen to music. So you eliminate one, the other one takes a dip. Yeah, fuck sports, man. I don't gotta watch nothing no more.
No way. You're giving up
them.
sports to... Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather go play it. Fuck it. Why I need to watch basketball? I can go play basketball. Fuck, nigga. Like, what? Yeah. I'm not watching sports no more. Damn, that's tough. Oh, wait. So I just can't smoke weed? Can I eat edibles?
No, you can't do this. Nah.
Can I eat edibles? Can I ingest it? Or there's like no getting high, like nothing at all.
Specifically weed. Nah. You can still drink if that's an alternative that suits you.
Nah, that wouldn't be it. Fuck it. Yeah, get weed out of here. I'll just do shrooms. Fuck it. You'd be super high. Fuck it.
You're sick, bro. You're sick.
Hey, Clay. Hey, shrooms is available? Fuck weed. All right. Sure. Get them out of here.
Jesus Christ. Okay. A couple more here. What is your biggest regret as a content creator?
Not being as consistent early. Not staying consistent and not believing in myself. I still have this problem, but this issue of constantly overthinking shit I'm doing and constantly comparing myself with other people and killing my confidence in doing a video or having an idea. Like recently, I wanted to do the roast battle thing. Like I'm like, yo, this is such a great idea. How to roast battles. Psych myself out of it. How am I going to do it? Am I going to do it in Discord and then just show it through playback? Am I going to try to manage it on playback and do rounds? Like, how am I even going to do that? Who am I going to ask? Is it just going to be random people? Am I going to try to reach out to people that I know that are creators? Just doing a bunch of pointless overthinking, when in reality, I should have just hit up a couple people, said pull up the roast, let the fans just come up and roast if they wanted to, and then let the content be the content. But I psych myself out too much.
That's interesting. And that's kind of like where, to me, it not necessarily bothers, but it's like these questions that you have, you can literally just text me and Omar and probably Sage, and we will help you out. You know what I'm saying? So does like you not reaching out, does that stem from the friendship conversation that we had, or is it just like it just doesn't even cross your mind to hit us up type shit?
It doesn't cross my mind to hit y'all up because I feel like at that point y'all are dragging dead weight. Like I said this before, and people were like, "Oh no, you're bugging." Like y'all are all in my eyes, y'all are all super successful at what we do. Y'all all put the time in, put the work in. Y'all all figured it out, however you had to figure it out. Even texting each other or asking for help, y'all still figured it out and got it done. I don't feel like it's worth it for y'all to constantly have to keep drilling shit in my head or keep trying to make sure I'm doing shit right when y'all figured it out. I'm around y'all enough to where if I needed to figure it out, I should have figured it out. And it just, I don't want to say it's not ego thing because I can ask a question. I'll ask a question if I need an answer. It's not an ego thing. It's not a pride thing. Maybe it is a pride thing. I just want to finally have my eureka moment when it comes to this content shit, which I feel like I don't want to say I had a eureka moment, but I just now know what I want to do. Like, when we had the whole let's keep it a buck intervention on my channel, like me then and me now are in two different headspaces. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not worrying about what lane I want to fill. I'm not worried about what niche I know what I want to do. I know how I want to, I know exactly what I want to do on YouTube with my content, everything like that. It's just a matter of, I don't want to, I guess, burn bridges by constantly asking y'all what I think would be tedious shit. And when y'all have so much better things to do, it feels weird to me to be sitting here asking Omar, yo, gang, if I'm really trying to do this roast battle thing, like, how should I go about it? And this nigga has 3 scripts he got to read. He's doing research for whatever he got going on. I go to you, SOLZ, same question. You got the simple with SOLZ shit. You got the shit you doing with playback. You got everything else you got going on. Sage doing marathon, Sage breaking records on his own stream. He has research, everything like that. Things got to record. Y'all all have so much going on. To me, it feels like I will hold y'all back by constantly asking y'all these petty ass questions when the answer in hindsight is so fucking simple.
I think that's where you're completely wrong. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, because it's pretty known at this point, to you at least, that like me and Omar text a lot. That's a lot of our text messages. Is like the nerdy, how should we go about this? How should we go about that on an individual level? Why do you think this isn't succeeding? Why do you think this is working for X, Y, and Z? Like I'm telling you right now, Domo, you are around some content nerds. You are around some content nerds that are willing and able to help you out. You got resources available to you of some talented ass people within this industry that are willing to help you out. Like I know Dre been helping you out with some of your thumbnails, like just off the strength before. You know what I'm saying? So these are the people that you have around you. So I would definitely utilize that because you've earned our trust. Like that, if there's one thing you've earned our trust, and you've earned a level of communication that like you're just one of our guys. Like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like Dre does this shit for, you know, he gets paid to do this, but you know the favors and the knowledge and shit like that, like that's off the strength. And I also think just for us, like we and this is, I think, just people in general now, we overestimate how quick certain conversations just need to be. And that's one thing I learned at my new job. Like we feel as if like these meetings and conversations gotta be an hour, 2 hour type thing. We get so much done. And mind you, this is a whole organization, you know what I'm saying, with like, you know, like motherfuckers really behind it. We get so much, we talk about so much with it within 30 minutes. So like these like questions that you have, I truly think it's just a matter of sending a voice message that takes 30 seconds. It's going to take 30 seconds for me to listen to it, another 30 seconds to respond, and you got the answer that you need. And I don't think it's anything bothersome for real. So that's just where I come from.
I feel it. And you're absolutely right about that. It shouldn't take it. I won't necessarily worry about the timing of things, but you're right. It is some real quick answer shit, especially if the question is that simple. So You're right, and I'm definitely gonna start reaching out and asking niggas, especially when I got an idea I really want to harp on and really want to do. I'll do better by reaching out with the communication.
For sure. And then last question I got, because I know we're about an hour here. You know, clearly one of the biggest milestones in your life recently is becoming a father. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
You speak highly of becoming a father and being proud of being a dad and things of that nature. I really am proud of you because I've personally seen the change. You know what I'm saying? You are way more mature now than what you were when I met you. You know what I'm saying? So that's truly a compliment. So we have a lot of these conversations about like family content on the channel. Just in general, like what are your, like, because I'm personally against family content, like a lot of it, for real. So like what are your thoughts on ever doing family content? Are you just against it? Is there a right way to tackle it and things of that nature? Like how are you going about that?
In terms of family content, I'm totally against it. At least in my experience, from what I've seen on YouTube, when you make your kids the content, it invites too many people to feel entitled to your children, and that's an issue. The kid's life isn't their life no more. Their life is content. Like their being is content now. If you make it that way and y'all start to pull in money, the closest I'll get to family content is me and my girl making a channel, which we're talking about doing. She wants, for the life of her, she want to react to fucking Zeus shit and just all these things she has opinions on. She wants to react to it so bad. And I said, you know what? I give her the same ultimatum every time. We can do it. You gotta want to do it though. Don't just do it because you see that I'm willing to boot my stream up. I can have 50 people in here and talk about whatever bullshit I want to talk about and go from there. Don't think just because I can do that, that means that you can do that. Like, nah, if you want to do it, you got to show me you want to do it. And she's been putting her ears to the street. She's been gathering data and what works on YouTube, what's not. I applaud her. That's the closest I'm getting to family content. That and maybe picking my child up while I'm streaming, but I can't help that. She's with me while I'm streaming. My girl works nights. I stream late. It's nothing for my daughter to be right here while I'm streaming, and I just pick her up, whatever. I have no problem with her being on camera, but she's not the content at that point. Yeah. The issue, like people ask me, you have these thoughts, but you not worried about putting your daughter on the internet? No, I'm not worried about a camera seeing my child or my children. That's not the problem. Making them the content is the problem. Doing family channels is the problem. The mommy vloggers, which my girl is obsessed with, that's the problem. When you're living your life to where not only are you parenting by the way of the internet, but you're allowing the internet to parent your child or feel entitled to having rights to your child, it's crazy and it never ends good. Honestly, I'm real skeptical of doing the couples content because that shit gets messy all the time too.
Yeah.
Girl, Lord D, eat like me. But yeah, so that's my stance on it. I'm 100% against family content, couples content. It depends on the content, but yeah.
Yeah, that was actually going to be my next question, is because it seems like for you, like the hurdle is doing content with your children, but like, is there a separator for you between doing content with children and let's say you didn't have children and you were in a relationship with someone, would you be more willing to doing content in that regard? And it sounds like that's a yes, right?
Yeah, I'm with it. As long as it's content I can get behind. Thank God I'll actually watch Zeus. So it's no hurdle for me with her doing it. It's just she got to show me she want to do it. But I'm not against streaming or doing content with my partner. I do think that it's better when y'all both are starting at zero and doing it together and y'all can grow as creators together. Yeah. Because my biggest hurdle now is, cool, you want to do the streams, but are you able to handle what comes with doing content creation, which is, are you able to get the fuck out the comments? She's like me. She reads every fucking comment under any fucking thing she posts.
Yeah.
And she's not a content creator. So these are people in her real life. And I've seen her go super dramatic and blow up over a simple comment from somebody she used to go to school with. She'll post a picture of the girls and then somebody she knew from fucking college. Oh man, is yellow her color? This bitch want a question? I'm like, whoa. Is yellow her color, my nigga? Like that. Damn. Like maybe green does look better. Like I don't. She'll blow up over stuff like that. And I know how niggas get in chats and in comments. Niggas got to me so many times. Like the internet has a funny way of hitting that one button you don't want hit. Like they will say the exact thing you don't want said, or they'll say something that you didn't even notice, and now that you can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah, I think it's so funny when people even call us sensitive. Cause I'm telling you right now, bro, I'm viewed as the sensitive dude of the pod. A lot of y'all would not handle the shit I see. Like, I'm telling you right now, like going through a comment section of this piece of content that you made, and even like y'all call me sensitive. I can't even imagine some of y'all going through a piece of content where you go through the comments and there's 50 motherfuckers calling you sensitive. Y'all would crash out. Y'all would crash out.
Fuck that. Imagine going through a piece of content you spend hard time on. You think it's a great idea. It's an engaging conversation. You done read 10 comments and it's all engaging shit. Like niggas is engaged. And then 3 comments in a row. Fat phobia, racist, saying just the nastiest shit. And that got the most likes. Damn. What do you niggas really think about me? This is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And even within us, I don't know how Omar deals with it. Because Omar gets it the worst, in my opinion, out of all of us. Like the amount of character judgments and parasocial comments that he gets. A part of it is like him, welcoming that type of conversation. So there's accountability there. But like the comments that, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's some type of shit that would like make me want.
If I was him, I'd have been crashed if I was him. Not gonna lie. Especially after the Hater Central thing. I think he handled that so much better than me. Because I would have went on a warpath. One, you niggas is weird for holding on to years long worth of Discord screenshots. And it's a random nigga that was already banned from the Discord. So he was just sitting on it. Pause. Yeah. He was literally sitting on this, waiting for Omar to fuck up or to have a big enough situation to say something. And that to me, and it only happens to, no one shows our screenshots. Like I don't got Discord screenshots out there for real. You don't got them. Sage don't got them. Niggas love to screenshot Omar, and that would drive me fucking crazy. I get why he has a group chat now. Like honestly.
Yeah. Nah, I definitely get it. But yeah. To me, it's just no on family content. There's too many weirdos on the internet. Even if it was just me and my girl. Hey, y'all are too weird. Y'all read into shit too much. Cause I'm gonna be honest, like me and my girl, when we have conversation, we don't have like these deep, maybe that's a bad thing, but we don't have like these deep ass conversations. Like I don't know. We just chill most of the time. And I feel like for the internet, y'all want people to not chill. Like that's what y'all want. So I don't know. And also one thing I've definitely just valued recently is the separation between the internet and real life. So to me, that's a sensitive line to me. And even like that's why I am the way that I am on the pod when y'all even bring up this shit. Cause I really want that line to be as hard as possible. And for me, I'm gonna be honest, even with the wedding coming up, like it's weird to me. Like it's a little bit uncomfortable to me how these worlds are colliding, even if it is just for a weekend. Cause again, my internet life is completely separate from my IRL life. So that literally colliding is gonna be uncomfortable, but I think once we get there, it'll be more natural. But yeah, that's just how I am. Cause
I think it would have been worse if we didn't know how to separate the internet from the real life shit. If you get me, like after that first meetup, I felt like it was super. Like we talked about it, it was super weird that car ride. That very first car ride.
Yeah,
like it was like filling each other up. Like, all right. Is niggas characters, is niggas people, like how are we doing this? And we just jump straight into the well, Kenny and them are beefing with us, right? like the first conversation we had. Yeah, the numbers on the board, guys. We fucked up, didn't we? Like it just came natural. So I feel like now we done had a couple meetups. We're having another meetup, but we've been around each other enough to know to reel it back. I don't think, and I'm just saying out of the core 4. I'm not talking about anybody else we've met that's familiar with our community. Just the core 4. we have done a great job in my eyes of just being genuine people around each other. Like every time we get around each other, it's not like anybody's forcing it. No one's forcing it, trying to get it off. No one is trying to fulfill a character that they think others like see them. Like we're just all we chilling. Sage crack open the laptop, get the editing. He'll shoot some jokes. Omar shooting the shit about me fucking playing whatever music on the aux. Like it is all fun. It's all love. So I think, at least for me, going to your wedding, I can't wait to meet the family. Hey, what's cracking? Y'all live in Carolina. Y'all like family me anyway. So it's all good. And I know how to act. Like that's another thing. I know how to act around elders and I know how to be chill. Sage knows how to be chill. Omar knows how to be chill. It'll be different if we were this group of, I don't know if Max had a wedding, if Jason could fucking hold himself back at the wedding. I don't know if he could do that. Like, I don't know if that's a thing. I'm just glad we're not that type of group where we can't separate being real versus the content.
Yeah, no, I think for me it's just like, will y'all consider this person that I know in real life weird? I guess that's the main thing for me. I don't know, like that I'm worried about, because again, y'all are gonna be meeting a lot of people that y'all don't know, and they will be meeting y'all as well, and they might not know who y'all are. So it's just this like weird thing of like everyone should know each other, but they don't. So
well, that's the scary thing about weddings, and that's the thing, like, because I'm thinking about like how I'm gonna do my shit and everything once I propose again. I was thinking about the same thing, because one, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna break the fourth wall for real. Like once I get married, I was really thinking about, like, my girl would ask, so who would your groomsmen be? With no thought at all, I said, the guys. She said, what guys? The guy. Keep it a buck. That they would be my groomsmen. She said, that's your go-to? I'm like, yeah. Why wouldn't it be? And I really thought, I was like, damn. If I did a wedding, my groomsmen, the guys that is going to stand behind me as I fucking say my vows, no one is going to know them in my, like, none of my family or her family is going to know them. And it is going to be a filling out process. Now, I trust, like, I don't think my family, like, the people I'm going to invite, I don't think it's going to be too weird. I don't think it's going to be weird at all. It's just going to be, it's like meeting your friend's family for the first time. I don't know how familiar people are with that process, but at least for me, I'm a military kid. I'm used to being a chameleon. I'm used to getting in a room and just fitting in and gauging everything, seeing what the vibes are and going from there. I think it's going to be great. I don't think there's anything to worry about. If there's a person you think is weird that you invited, maybe send a little text. Listen, cousin James, if he starts talking politics, just see your way out of there, because then it's going to get bad. Other than that, cousin James is cool. That's all I would ask. Just let me know before going in, like, hey, cousin Mary, she lost a baby. If you bring up a baby, she's going to get emotional, especially off a couple shots. So it's like, all right, bet. Don't talk to Mary about kids. Got it. Outside of that, I think we'd be great.
Yeah, I think it will be fine. I think we'll be fine. It's just, again, whenever real life and internet mix, it's just weird for me in general. So I think that's even like within real life. Like, I don't know if you operate the same way. Like, there's certain friend groups that you have that are separate from other friend groups, especially as a person that's moved a lot, right? So like when there's these moments when they're gonna mix together, it's like, man, how is this gonna go? Is my my good friend from this side going like my good friend from that? Like, have you ever had those situations before?
In real life, honestly, no. Anytime, probably when I was a kid, anytime our worlds collided in real life, it kind of worked out. I think the most recent time where I had a moment where like real life clashed with internet shit and it did not go well was that space I had about John Morant. That New Yorker, everybody heard that. I got so many messages to kick that nigga off stage. That is my IRL partner. Like, that's my guy from high school. Like, we go back all the way to high school. My guy Nelson, that's my guy for, like, I could call him right now. We could talk about some real shit. Nelson is my guy. He's been supportive of my content shit since day one. When he found out I made 2K videos, the nigga, he was asking like 2K videos with me too. Like, that's my guy. Niggas was begging for me to kick him off the stage. Niggas was saying some shit that like I'm not letting get off. Like I didn't let them get that shit off. Like they were saying some shit. He can hold his own, but I'm like, I'm not gonna kick him off. I'm not about to. Y'all chill. Let him get his shit off. That is as close as it got from IRL meshing with internet and it not working. Just because that nigga's a yapper. He will yap, and the correlations he was making was not correlating. Like it was bad. But that's the last time that's actually happened.
Gotcha. I do find it interesting whenever you make that chameleon comment, because I am the same way. Like I'm not a military kid, but I've moved so many different times, different places, and all of that. I just know how to fit in and like not stay out of the way. So
that's what it is. Stay out the way. Don't be the center of attention because you don't know what kind of attention these people bring. Hell, at not this job, the job I had before, niggas always made the comment, damn, for a big ass nigga, you move fucking light as hell. Like I'll just dip off. Like niggas won't realize I'm not there. I'm the biggest nigga in the room, height, weight, literally. And I can just cut off. Cut off so easily. Cut off so easily. The niggas be like, damn, when did you leave? 30 minutes ago. Like I just know I've just built this tolerance to blend in with the crowd because I had to do it so much. The story of being a fucking new kid is, geez, what are you like 480? Fuck no. What the hell? Crazy. But the story of being the new kid just got so fucking old, and it's like, all right, bro, I'm just another nigga here at this point.
Yeah, I don't know if you felt like this when you went to a new school, but I was like, man, I am done making friends. Like the friends are gonna come to me if they want to come to me, but I don't even know if I'm gonna be here in a year or two. So I'm gonna just get my schoolwork done. If y'all want to be my friends, cool. If not, I'm going home. I'm watching YouTube, and that's honestly how I became chronically online. That's the story right there.
Honestly, it's the same way for me. After I didn't become chronically online, I want to say my freshman year, from being a kid to my freshman year, I stayed in one place, Salisbury. I moved to Sacramento, so I'm literally the country kid on the West Coast. So it was a big ass, and I had a thick ass accent at the time. So it was bad my first couple of weeks, first month there. It was horrible. So that's when I began to get online more, to reconnect with some of the friends from back home, just to have some of those familiar sounds and feelings and shit, being homesick. After that, I moved again to a different school, but I was to play basketball. I didn't really become chronically online because I was on a team type shit. Like, who needs to be online, nigga? I'm out in these streets for real. That's where I met my girl. And man, I'm scared to do a channel with my girl because if she starts telling y'all my high school stories, ooh, y'all think I'm Dirty Domo now. In my high school stories, man, I was a deviant my junior year. That's crazy. I did more my junior than most niggas did in college. It was crazy.
Oh, you met her in high school?
Yeah, me and my girl met in high school. She was the first.
Another similarity between us.
She was the first person I talked to when I went to my school my junior year. And it's funny, we had a science class. That was her first day at that school too. We had the science class. We were both new, and we both got there super fucking early. And then I didn't have a pencil, so I asked her for a pencil, and that was our first interaction. Me asking her for a pencil in the class, just us two before everybody got there. And then we became friends slowly. I tried to spit the game. She said, "You spitting game at everybody, ain't you?" And I was like, we friends, sis. And then the rest is history. But my senior year, I moved, and that's when I was like, yeah, fuck this basketball shit. I think that's when I really got chronically online then. I still made friends. Like I said, remember I got Nelson and shit like that, but I was really online then because it was like, bro, I don't really fuck with a lot of people at this school. I didn't fuck nope. I probably had 2 friends in my graduating class. Like genuine people I can call friends. There were probably a couple 200 people that graduated from my graduating class, and I only fucked with 2 people. So everyone I was cool with was a year or 2 younger than me. Niggas my age, I wasn't really rocking with. So I was really online then, and that's when the whole passion for trying to talk ball and shit happens. Then like a year or 2 later, end up in your comments.
Was it for you? Maybe I'm unpacking some trauma that I got now. For you, was it on some like, all right, no matter where I move, the internet gonna be there type shit? Because I feel like for me, that was like, it don't matter where I move, like, the internet is gonna be where it is, so that's where I'm gonna spend most of my time. Did
Honestly,
you have that type of thing?
Honestly, yeah. Wherever I moved, it didn't matter where I moved to, West Coast, East Coast, down south, up north. 2K is 2K.
Yeah.
we in the park. No matter where I go, hey, we are on Call of Duty tonight. Like the online friends was always there. That was the one thing that I noticed. Like when you constantly move, that concept of people being friends and we're gonna be friends forever and we can see years and years down the line. That shit disappears once you are not around. Once you are not frequently around people, you find out who really are your friends, and that is. And now I'm unpacking trauma. That's probably why I view friendship the way that I do now. Like I was talking to my girl. She had, what friends would you invite to the wedding? I'm like, bro, I don't have no IRL friends I would invite to my wedding.
That's a fact. For me, truly, I'm be honest. It was Tim, Justin. I started after that. for real. Y'all, like, yeah.
Honestly, I only have people I can invite offline. To like, if I had a wedding tomorrow, who would I invite? Everybody would, outside of family, maybe a family friend or two if I'm really stretching. Everybody is offline and it's online friends. Yeah. And to some, that would be troubling. That could be a problem. That could be an issue. But my reality is, nigga, I moved. I went to 4 high schools in 3 years.
Yeah.
Like I don't have the same, like I have the childhood experiences of a lot of niggas. Once you high school, elementary school, middle school, I have the same experiences as a ton of people. Once high school hit, nigga, I have a fucking television series of a fucking high school life, which is it is unlike anyone else's high school life. Only person that military kids and people that frequently move are the only people that can relate. And ironically, those people are always chronically online if they didn't go to college. The ones that went to college, they found home in their college friends, and they were there 4 years. So that's what they made that. I dropped out my freshman year. Like I didn't even have that grace of having college friends to last too long. Like it just never worked. And shit, maybe I need a therapist.
Yeah, even college, I don't know. I don't keep up with anyone from college, which is crazy. I don't keep up with anyone from college. Like we follow each other on Instagram and shit like that, but that's about it. But yeah, the moving shit for me slowed down actually during high school, so that's a little bit different from you. For me, a lot of the moving happened during elementary and middle school. And I was crying so much that like my parents like really worked hard to be stable at least during high school so I can have a traditional high school experience. But that's just tough, bro. That's just tough.
I feel it. It probably was hard on me because, like you said, it was the reverse. I didn't move at all. Like I went to the same elementary school, same middle school, and the high school I went to was in the heart of Salisbury, so it was a bunch of people I already knew, grew up with.
Salisbury High School?
Salisbury High. Genuinely. It was Salisbury High. Like I genuinely was like, I thought I had lifelong friends because being in Salisbury, it's only but so big. Motherfuckers be here for life. So I thought that the friends I had was for life. I thought the people I met was for life. And that first move really opened my eyes to like, you never know. Like people I went to fucking preschool with don't hit me up no more. And that was the thing that hurt. And again, I don't want to be the dead horse, but that's probably why I view friendship the way I view friendship. I can't call you a friend it's hard for me to call motherfuckers friends if they don't check up on me, because I had niggas I thought were my best friends, brothers from another mother, niggas I genuinely loved. Niggas ain't pick up the phone a month after I was gone. You would have thought I was dead. Niggas thought I was dead for real. When I popped back up, niggas dead ass forgot I was a person. Like it was crazy. So that shit just, I don't know. It just triggered something in me to be like, all right, niggas can't be your friends if they don't, like, they gotta check on you. Like if you don't, phones work 2 ways. And if it's only gonna work if I hit you up, are you my friend for real?
Nah, that's definitely fair. That's definitely fair. I guess to me that question was answered because of how much we actually communicate compared to some of these IRL friends that I got, or quote unquote IRL friends. But yeah, like again, outside of Tim and Justin, no one's hitting my line for real. It's my girl, my mom, my family, y'all, Dre, Cruz, Cardiac. Yep. That's it. Like that's about it. But listen, man, I don't want to take up too much of your time. But this is good though. This is a good pod, for real, for real.
Facts. We gotta do this again. I love this.
Sure. But yeah, man, Domo, appreciate you for everything that you do. I do consider you my friend, just to set the record straight. And you go ahead and have a good stream, man. I apologize for taking up a lot of your time.
Nah, you good, man. I don't even know if this is a good game or not, but I appreciate you, and gang, you're my friend too. We're all friends, man. It's good. I understand it now. Type shit, man.
All right, man. I will catch you.
All right, bro. Be easy.
Ladies and gentlemen. Damn. That is Big Wamo. Yeah. Oh, we got 300 in the building. I wasn't even keeping track of how many motherfuckers were in here, man. That's a real pod right there, man. That's a real pod right there, man. I understand it now. That was a really good pod, man. So, like I said in the beginning, first of all, if this is your first stream, like, comment, and subscribe, and things of that nature. Yeah, this is the vision that I want to have for the pod, bro. I'm really excited for it. I wanna bring a lot of your favorite creators that you are already familiar with, and just having more place and space to really dig deep into their content journey. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I really want to do here on Sipping with Souls, and just pick their brain. Just pick their brain a little bit more. Let me go ahead and read some of these super chats. We got a couple other things to talk about, y'all. Don't worry, the stream ain't over. The Domo part is over, though. Shout out to Domo for pulling up. Droopy for $2. Give this $2 other dollars to Wamo. Shout out to Droopy. Mason Worldwide for $5 says sipping with Brian. Sipping with Brian. You have both spellings on there. Oh my God, appreciate you. Brandon for $2 says, here go 2 more for y'all. Appreciate it. Droopy for $2. Give this $2 to Domo. Oh my God. Appreciate it. Gengar for $5. Yo, Souls, I got a new job, and now I'm getting exposed to more Filipino people and their food too. I tried these sweet dumplings looking shits. Absolutely fire. Shout out to Gengar, man. Listen, if you have recommendations, or if you want some recommendations, get lumpia, get some sisig, get halo halo, and if you have a Jollibee nearby, try some Jollibee. Okay. With that being said, let's see what other shenanigans we can get into, y'all. Let me just check on the scores here real quick of the games, because that first game, oh my God! Oh my God, both blowouts today? God. Dallas don't even have Kyrie. Yeah, I'm glad we actually did that interview now. Oh my God. I'm glad we did that interview. That's crazy. Clay is cooking them. AD ain't even having a good game, so they're losing to Clay, Najee Marshall, and who is Brandon Williams? Respectfully, who is this? 9 points, 4 assists, 3 of 6. Who is that? Who is that? Now I really would. I'm gonna be honest. After all those injury bugs, I did not think the Mavs were gonna be this healthy going into the playoffs. But now I'm really mad that Kyrie's injured. Because I even said this when the trade happens. L for the Mavs long term still doesn't justify it. But I do expect them to be a very competitive team in these next 2 to 3 years. I just don't have them winning a championship. And if that was the goal, it would still be a L trade. But oh my goodness. This is, wow. Let's see what's going on over here. DeMar DeRozan, 5 for 12. Zach LaVine, 3 for 8. Sabonis is 2 for 8 with 4 turnovers, getting lamped. Doesn't he usually cook, AD? Wow. That's crazy. That's insane, chat. Okay. Let's see what else we got on the docket here, chat. Brent, what is this? I know I should have read this before. OF models influencers are spreading STDs. Not too long ago, Gucci third leg got exposed for giving STDs to a good amount of adult entertainment stars. Click video of her in the red hoodie. Okay. I feel like I'm about to get jump scared here. Okay. Woman who went viral after crying and publicly admitting she was burning and infected with HSV2 is back and says she's spreading STD around to the men because they are fiends.
Who's living her best life with the disease, the Danae Davis, and still getting hoes because niggas are fiends. The Danae Davis, the Danae Davis, the Danae Davis, the Danae Davis, not Charizard. Oh,
Not
I'm
Charizard.
walking on sunshine.
We're walking on sunshine.
Give me his.
Oh shit. Okay. What is going on? Isn't this a crime?
I'm just gonna say, yes, he gave it to me. It's devastating to have to come on here and share that whenever I was 19 years old, Gucci third leg burned me with HSV2. And he told me that he was gonna send me his test results, and he never did. And it saddens me to hear that he's done.
This is from a while back. I remember talking about this a while back.
And there's just so many girls, and there's girls with so many similar stories to me, and they're so young as well. He is preying on the young, he is preying on the new, and I'm so sorry for not saying this 7 months ago. I was scared, and I was making so much money. I can't keep beating around the bush because you guys think I'm lying. And he can't ruin anybody else's life. I didn't know.
Man, what a dickhead. Now, if this is true, maybe I'm missing context here. She's clearly a dickhead for this. Not only because I'm pretty sure this is a crime, but also this just, bro, the internet is already so toxic to women. This, like, being one of the but what about isms that men are gonna get off when the next situation like this happens. Like, y'all know how the internet works. The internet loves a good gotcha. The internet loves a good but what about when type situation. You know, people who aren't idiots won't use this situation as ammo. But it just makes it a little bit harder when there's situations like this that people can talk to and point to, bro. She does it stays with you, but it's not contagious at all times. Oh my god, I can't read. Do not let Fresh and Fit see this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would you do that? Especially being a victim yourself. Because it'd be one thing if, like, this is just you. Even then, it would still be disgusting. But for you to be the victim, like, clear center of attention. The last time this shit happened, you was on streams defending yourself. You was on streams, you know what I'm saying, painting out Gucci third leg to be this fucking villain that should go to jail. And for you to just turn around and do the exact same thing, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Let's see. Is this another situation? Oh, this is another situation. HIV positive woman explains why she doesn't tell people she's kissed or been with.
I'm HIV positive, right? And this is just a PSA to those that are not HIV positive. Disclosure is my choice. When I disclose and how I disclose and who I disclose to is up to me. I find it so crazy how people are telling me that I need to disclose before I go on a date, that I need to disclose before I kiss somebody. This is the craziest one. Before I even tell them my name. It's not happening. I don't think that it's my responsibility to tell someone that I'm HIV positive if they are treating me.
Bro, I feel like it's my responsibility if I have a cold to tell someone I got a cold. Especially if this is supposed to be a sexual partner, we're about to be making out, getting down and dirty. If I have a cold, if my throat hurts, I'm telling them something's wrong. Let alone having HIV? What are we doing? What are we doing, chat? What are we doing?
As if I'm not. Your health is your responsibility. Adopt the mindset of medical practitioners. Assume that everyone has something until they prove to you that they do not. Why are you kissing a stranger or trying to kiss a stranger that you just met? Why are you trying to have intercourse with someone raw that you just met? You don't know me from a hole in a wall. Why are you trying to...
I mean, she has a point there, but not in this regard. Not in this regard. What the fuck?
Put your thing inside of me without any kind of protection. Why do I have to be the one to say, hey, chill out, I'm HIV positive, instead of you asking, taking the time to know me?
It's called human decency. It's called not wanting to spread serious diseases to other people. I don't know. What? Like, listen, I am definitely for sex is a two-way street, but a two-way street gotta be a two-way street. It cannot be one. That's what she's making it. She's making it a one-way street. I agree. Men should not be fucking anyone raw. Fucking everyone raw. Some of y'all be moving that way. Men should not be nutting in everyone. But also, God, if you have a fucking disease, can I know? You know, like, I don't, what?
Get to know me. Let's go get tested together if you want to take the next step. Why do I have to be the one protecting you from yourself? No, baby, that is not my responsibility. And I just wanted to make that clear. Okay, love you. Bye.
I do wonder, just with the dating scene in general and hookup culture, because I've never truly been a part of it. For those who don't know my story, I'm a one and done, okay? Met my girl during middle school. She's my first and ever girlfriend, and we're about to get married. So I've never really been out there with hookup culture and really even the dating scene for real. It just seems like from what I'm seeing, it's so toxic now. Was it always like this is really my question. Like, is there a difference in how people hook up and date now compared to, you know, pre-COVID, compared to, because I don't even want to go back to pre-2010, because I think, like, technology just changed a bunch of this. But even in recent history, like, has social media specifically changed the dating game, changed hookup culture, where shit like this is just normal? Or is it just, you know, the internet has grown and people have more voices now that we're just seeing more of these scenarios? That's really what I want to ask. If you're a normal person in real life, it is not that bad. It's just the internet. Imagine having the herp in medieval times because you were promiscuous. The schools need STD education desperately. Yeah, I don't know. My hunch is that it is just the internet. Not much has changed. We're just seeing a lot of it now, a lot of the bullshit, a lot of the tomfoolery because of platforms like Twitter, because of platforms like TikTok, and things of that nature. The main thing I really do want to investigate is just online dating in general. Because normalizing online dating, I think that is where things have kind of gone backwards when it comes to dating. That's my thing. That's my thing. Like the normalization of catfishing motherfuckers and meeting strangers online before meeting them in person. And then to dive into what's supposed to be a serious relationship, I think that's where a lot of people are getting fucked up. For real. My health class went over STDs. I don't know what the national standard is, though. Nothing's changed. People just lie and exaggerate online for engagement. Yeah. Catfishing was actually way worse before. I mean, that's true. That could also be true. Because I think now it's so, like, people know what it is. It's harder, like, people, and I think people are more like internet savvy now. But AI is also kind of changing that. I don't know. I don't know. Yo, Brent wants me to get packed up, bro. This is insane. Okay. This is a different woman, by the way, from the one we covered on the pod.
My body isn't the problem, the system is. Airlines are making it difficult for plus-size people to travel by designing seats that are too small for even the average human. My worst experience on a flight was this one time when I was flying standby and I got stuck in the bulkhead row where the armrest couldn't be moved. The flight was full, so I had no choice but to stay in the seat. I endured excruciating pain for hours, wedged between the armrest, which left bruises on my body. I was on the verge of tears by the end and in so much pain that I almost vowed to never fly again. The physical pain lasted for days, but the emotional toll of being treated like I didn't belong was even harder to recover from. Airlines aren't doing anything at all to make it easier for plus-size people to travel. When you're forced to buy 2 seats or squeeze into a space that wasn't designed for your body, it's not just inconvenient, it's dehumanizing. My body isn't the problem, the system is. Airlines are making it difficult for plus-size people to travel by designing seats that are too small for even the average human. My worst experience on a flight was this one time when I was flying standby and I got stuck in the bulkhead row where the armrest couldn't be moved. The flight was full, so I had no choice but to stay in the seat. I endured excruciating pain for hours, wedged between...
Listen, I've been to a decent amount of flights this year. Let me say this. Those seats are uncomfortable, okay? And I was specifically... I'm pretty sure I've told this on this pod before. I was on a flight, late night flight, bro. This was a 6-hour one, too. Boy, I was stuck between... a man on my right. Like there's certain men that, like, you know what I'm saying, they're not built. Like, this dude was built, you know what I'm saying? A grown ass man. Like, this is what I'm saying. Y'all know when y'all are next to a grown ass man and just like a little boy for real. I'm sorry. No, that's crazy terminology. But I was next to a grown ass man. I wouldn't say he's fat, but like, again, he has some bulk to him. And then to my left, I had Samoa Joe, bro. Like, I had early Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson next to me. And that was the most uncomfortable flights I have ever been on. But nah, that shit is stupid, though. I get what she's saying in terms of, like, I personally think airlines should improve the quality of their seats. The bare minimum for a flight is kind of crazy nowadays. Like, the bare minimum seat, especially for these 3, 4, 5-hour flights. Like, oh my God, I gotta sit in this for that long. Like, I get where she's coming from. But also, it's like, bro, you want to change the whole fucking out. Like, planes are expensive to make. I don't know if that's me caping for the corporate side of things, but the amount of changes you would need to make to accommodate for fat people, it's just not worth it. Like, I think it's different for people who, like, are disabled, right? Literally cannot walk. You know what I'm saying? Really do need assistance. But fat people, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Like, I don't know. Cause I think this ain't even like a plain exclusive thing. I think if fat people were to go on a bus, it'd be the same way. If they were to go on a motorcycle, if they would go into like a compact car, it'd be the same way. Like, certain things just have to be standardized for a reason. Like, certain things need to be made to fit, you know, the average person. And that's just the reality of what it is. Like, I don't know. Planes are already falling out of the sky, and I'm supposed to want more fats on the plane. Take a train next time. She got a problem she need to fix at the same time if you're gonna do this accommodation thing. Yeah, bro. I don't know. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's see what else we got here, chat. Yeah, that's a dumb tweet of the day. That is a pretty dumb tweet. That is a pretty dumb tweet. Okay, let's do this, chat. Q&A time from y'all. Give me some Q's. I'll give you some A's. Q&A. Q&A. Toss me some Q's, man. All right. While we do that, let's react to some of these clips that Bren sent. They don't even try. AMP storage wars. We bought 10 abandoned storage units and made X amount of money. We bought 10 more abandoned units and made 10 more. Bro, no one cares about this bullshit. What the fuck? No one cares. Nothing is original, especially at the top of the game, bro. All of this shit is repurposed. Just trying to do shit with your people. Like, I don't know. What is the... YouTube is the game of remasking. That's the game. Group channels literally have to copy. Come on. What is your first memory ever? I don't even know what I had for breakfast. So, I don't know. All right, let me go ahead and close it off here because I don't feel like dragging this podcast any longer. I don't want to force it. Chat, I think I'm gonna close it off here. This was a really good stream. Y'all. I appreciate Domo for pulling up. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. We had like 300 in here. I'm gonna be honest. I was genuinely so consumed with the conversation. I didn't even know how many of y'all were in here. So, I apologize for not, tuning in, focusing on chat, reading chat enough. But I think the conversation was really good. Yeah, I want to continue with this. Just for future spoilers, these next two streams, I want to have Omar and Sage on as solo guests as well, similar to Domo, and then we'll go ahead and go from there and see where, this path, takes us. But this was definitely very, very interesting. Very, very interesting to do. And I'm glad y'all enjoyed it because it seemed like y'all enjoyed it for real. With that being said, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Listen to us on audio. Follow me on Instagram and things of that nature. And before we leave, we got 200 people in here right now. Let's see if he's still live.
Here, baby.
Oh, shit. We got 200 people in here right now. I'm going to be chilling in Domo's playback stream for a little bit. Okay. So go to the Let's Keep It a Buck playback. 197 of y'all going there right now. I will give y'all 30 seconds to join the Let's Keep It a Buck playback. And we'll go ahead and chill, vibe with the Let's Keep It a Buck community, vibe with Domo over there. But with that being said, I hope y'all have a good one. And I'm out of here, man. Peace.